Hey guys, this is NHSDLO6. Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Fire Emblem Sword of Seals. It's been a while since I've been in the recording groove. And depending upon whether or not I post this on a regular basis, I guess I could also say that it's been a while since I've posted anything too. So, hopefully you guys have just been bearing with me. As you'll also notice, this video is not going to be entirely as long as my other clips had been. Reason being is my computer can just not handle the processing time. Well, maybe it's not so my computer's, I just don't have the patience. Because, as some of you know, I record Fire Emblem on the XP side of my Mac. And you say, why would you have XP on your Mac? And the reason why is because I can. There's actually a lot of useful programs that are only made for Windows. I mean, I'm not a Windows hater and I'm not a Mac fanboy by any means, so in all honesty, I am completely comfortable with interchanging between the two. And XP was just the most readily available operating system I could get my hands on. And a lot of the time I want to do homework or things on my Mac side, and I can't exactly do that if I'm waiting for a video to process for 2 hours. So, now here's this Book of Fire. It's unfortunate. Could have been handy for the boss. Actually, I don't know. Did I break that Book of Fire? So in all honesty, my videos are just going to be a little bit longer, or sorry, a little bit shorter than usual. So I apologize if I'm breaking any hearts here, but you know, I gotta do what I gotta do. I know you guys are all very understanding. I mean, you kind of have to be. Because if you're not, I mean, I don't have to make these videos, but I choose to. And hopefully I will continue that trend for a good while I'm at it. After I heal Lou, I'm going to go ahead and kill my integrity. Let's take a look at Henning's stats. I know I did before, but let's go ahead and have a little refresher. Strength's 10, not great. Skill and speed, pretty awesome. Luck, terrible like most bosses. Defense, mediocre. And resistance, terrible, so abuse that. As you can see, as I'm about to show you, Henning is terrible when he's got this equipped. Hand Axe, the hit is 50 and the power is 7. Steel Blade is where you'll encounter more of the danger, but for the most part, attacking him while he's got the Hand Axe is your best choice, or while he's got the Steel Blade, and you can attack from distance for free. What are you guys doing in a place like this? Oh well, but since you're already here, can't let you guys go, can I? I guess not! The trouble here is just going to be hitting him. And you're only given one slot for melee, and you can attack from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5 different range spots, which is pretty cool. But other than that, you're pretty screwed when it comes to melee. I'm going to be using Deke as my melee attacker, just because he's the best one. So I'm just going to set Deke right here with the Armor Slayer, because it's proven to be the best sword for this occasion for some reason. And I don't think Lilina actually has the firepower. Yeah, it's kind of funny. I don't think she has the power to actually do anything effective at this point. I'm just going to stick with mainly with Lou and interchanging between Lou and Deke. That's proven to be my bread and butter for this duel. And I'm going to fast forward through all of these little fire doodads because they're pretty annoying. And I'm going to fast forward through healing because this video, all you might be able to get to actually see is the battle. So I'm going to try to keep it as succinct as possible. And Lou getting hammered here. I mean, Lou always gets hammered technically. Gets nailed. All right, Duke. I wish his name was Duke. Deke and Lou are pretty much going to be my only mainstays because they're the only ones who can really hit and do any damage. Everybody else dies very quickly, so I'm just going to stick with those two. Henning will heal between 3 and 4 damage. Not between 3 and 4. 3 or 4 for the most part, I believe. That seems to be mainly the constant. And Lou and Deke will both be able to dodge double hits. Well, they should be. I mean, yours might not be up to the caliber of mine. No, I'm just kidding. But, yeah, they should be fast enough at this point. And I have a Book of Fire left, which is awesome. but it misses, so it was entirely useless. The vast majority of this episode is just going to be, this battle, I'll be honest. Probably not going to get to anything else. I'm not going to have time for it. So this is all you're going to see. I mean, that's actually not too bad. Because like I said, I'm trying to keep the videos short, but I still want them to be worthwhile. But that would be a good segue into the next section, or the next chapter. I feel like that ending with a boss battle would probably be really appropriate instead of just kind of jumping into the next chapter. So if this takes a while, it takes a while. If not, then maybe you'll get to see the prologue to the next chapter. We'll see. Really depends on how RNG abusive this game wants to be. Gonna give me crap luck or something like that. I have a feeling this game's never been too kind. Yeah, and always use Hellfire if you can over the other magics, because it's the strongest that you can get at this point. And you'll actually be able to hit with it for the most part. The only thing you need to be concerned about really is if he criticals you, but I mean the odds of that happening, 4%. If that happens, I mean I would just reset anyway just from the sheer stupidity of such an event like that happening. So gotta keep healing Deke. Oh, what? His magic's 5? Doesn't make any sense. I don't know. Yeah, these guys, my magic users aren't really turning out to be too great, which I'm not happy with, but could be worse. The Constitution of Saul is that high. Oh, I have the chance to support. Ugh. Poop. Well, Clarine? Yeah, there we go. That works. Always take the chance to support when you can. Alan and Lance, the support for them, I don't have it yet, but I'm going to show it off. Here we go. Very first support. Basically, supports in this game are just a way for two characters to have a little conversation, and in doing so, it boosts a stat. It gives them a little bit more attack, defense. It'll raise their evasion points, stuff like that. So here we go. I'm not going to read it, though, because I don't remember the voice I did for them. But, yeah, Alan and Lance are, I don't know. I mean, they're okay. They're too generic. I wish they were a little bit less buddy-buddy and more combative towards one another, but, I mean, what can I say? They is what they is. Alright, so Henning, we got him on the ropes here, but that probably won't last, considering that I'm going to keep... Oh, maybe not. I mean, my goal here is not to miss. I'd like to give this kill to Lou, but we'll find out who's worthy. I don't think there's anybody else who could even moderately come close. Ooh. Maybe. Maybe. We'll find out, kids. Alright. Cross your fingers. We'll see. No dice. Not today, Lilina, not today. You gave it your all, but you suck. So, and apparently Lou does too. Alright, well that's fun, huh? Fun. For the whole family. Hopefully Deke can... I hate calling him Duke. There we go. Crap. Who says crap? That's a very loose translation if I've ever seen one. I mean, there's probably a word in Japanese that means something along the lines of crap, but I mean, that just seems far too colloquial for them to put into a game like this. At least for American slang. They wouldn't put the word crap in. Alright, that ended a little bit faster than I thought it would, so we're going to go ahead and get the post-chapter narration. It's a very large sword. This is the Durandal. In the past game, the Durandal was the preference weapon for Ellawood. Between him, Hector, and Lynn, with Hector getting the Armads, and with Lynn getting the Soul Coddy, which was completely useless, but she's a woman, so it's whatever. So the Durandal was the one that was strong against dragons, or yeah, dragons, which is fine, but you're not going to actually wind up using it with Roy, because Roy gets a better weapon. So okay, yeah, you're welcome. We killed one of your members. That makes sense. All right, so we were getting surrounded by Narration, but thankfully the Etrurian Legion, Percival, he has come. We will meet up with him later. And this is Cecilia. She's the sorcery general. Interesting things will happen to her, nonetheless. Yeah. So, they will depart. I'm going to get the F out. So, Percival's basically just giving us some backup. It's pretty sweet. And Cecilia disobeyed orders just for us. Very kind. Alright. The rest of her. Yeah. Female general, though. Must have won the lottery or something. Alright. So, she's going to take us under our wing. Under her wing, I should say. And in order to prevent bad things from happening, they're going to protect Ostia. Oh, getting cocky, huh? Alright, I guess I can go a little bit longer, give you the pre-chapter narration. After driving off General Narration from Ostia, Roy and company braced themselves for further attacks from Byrne. However, Byrne's belligerent movement towards Lycia suddenly stopped altogether, as if to mock Roy and his caution. Byrne was also maintaining a neutral position, regarding the truce offer from Etruria. Byrne's sudden silence and lack of activity can only be described as eerie. With Hector gone, Ella was now the only lasting power in Lycia. Looks terrible. Ella would summon the various dukes. Yeah. I knew that's why I kept saying the word duke. To Fiore to discuss their future actions, and because I hate the basketball team. It was decided that Elwood was to become the next leader of the Lycia Alliance, and that a new Lycia Alliance army would be established. This new army's purpose was not to take the offense against Byrne, but rather take a defensive stance for Lycia. I mean, they can't really take the offense, they don't have as much firepower as Byrne. For his victory against Byrne and Ostia, Roy was chosen to be the leader of the new Lycia Alliance army. It's pretty bold for a 17-year-old kid. Slowly but surely, the people of Lycia were starting to brighten up. Around that time, Etruria called for Lycia's assistance in ridding the Western Isles of the outlaws and bandits, making their base there. So, a lot of pre-chapter dialogue. Lycia's citizens expressed their discontent by saying that they saw no reason in sending troops all the way to the Western Isles. But because Lycia needed Etruria's protection against Byrne, they had no choice but to oblige. Thus, Roy and the Lycia Alliance army passed through Etruria and made their way towards the Western Isles. The Western Isles are the various islands off the western coast of Alib. This is for those who hadn't played the other game. Currently, they are colonies of Etruria. The Western Isles are rich in minerals, natural resources. So mining and marijuana growth is a major industry. However, these minerals are worth a fortune, so various rogue groups have traveled there hoping to loot the mines and sell the minerals for themselves. The people living in the reserves have been under constant fear of bandit attacks, and Roy have been sent to defeat these bandits. Alright. Now, as you can see, this chapter is, I believe, the very first Fog of War chapter, but we're going to worry about that next time. So, guys, thanks for watching. I've been NHSDL06, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.